my besties, how are you doing? So, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the culture shocks that I got as a Ugandan here in Nairobi, living here in Nairobi. Okay, if you have not seen my previous video about the impressions I had about Nairobi, guys, please, I'm begging you, go. I'm going to link that video down below so that you can watch those impressions that I had about Nairobi. And in case you're coming to Nairobi, you can also check them out and mm, have a be on a lookout for them. Okay. So my first culture shock, guys, is the no plastic bags. Yeah, it is both an impression and a culture shock. Yes, well, for me, because guys, imagine the entire city, not talking about the entire country, yeah, being disciplined, being um, well behaved, not to not to carry the plastic bags, not to use them anyhow, not to dump them. If you talk about, well, good manners, this is what we're talking about. Yeah, because someone just tell me, like, this is a country which was using the plastic bags before, yeah? And then they banned them, and I was told within a few months, it was just like, how can a full country of over 44 million people actually, hey, guys, it was a culture shock and as well as an impression. I'm so pretty impressed. Thumbs up. So my other culture shock, guys, when now I came into Nairobi, no neighbors. Okay, I don't mean like they're not there. Yeah, in the estate, in our apartment, we had neighbors, but everyone just actually minds their own business. People are in the house. You can be indoors in case you're not going anywhere, or you just go out, you do your shopping, you buy one, two things from the store, and then get back. You can never get to see your neighbor. I don't know. I was like, these Kenyans introverts, or they're just anti people, something. There were no neighbors. Okay, let me not say there were no neighbors. The neighbors were there, but you hardly interact with neighbors. Like everyone is just minding their own business. So I was just shocked. For us back home in Uganda, like, how dare you stay in the house like for the entire day? Like you even we cook from out per se, yeah? We cook from out most especially, and then here in Kenya, I think maybe because most people they have indoor kitchens. Even though even back in Uganda, yes, most people have indoor kitchens, but like you go out, meet your neighbors, talk, sit outside on the balcony, on the veranda, and have that chit chat with your neighbors. Well, here, guys, please, if you're Kenyan watching this, advice down below. And I've been here for some time and I'm still facing that challenge. Okay. So maybe it's the estate where we were. I don't know, guys, but drop a comment down below. Let me see. Uh-huh. My another culture shock, guys. Nairobi is so fast paced. Everyone is hurrying. When we came to this place and we were going to we were going to school, yeah, to college when we were studying. We're wondering, why is everyone hurrying? Everyone seems to be very busy. Everyone seems to have, I don't know what they're chasing after. And then one day we just asked someone who happened to be our landlord by then, and we're like, why is this place so like this? And our landlord burst our bubbles and said, yes, here people are always fast, but you can find out that most of those people actually they might not be having jobs, but they are hurrying. When they reach somewhere, they will just stand. Oh my god, is it true, guys? Please drop down a comment down below. But like my culture shock is, it is like Nairobi is fast paced. Everyone is hurrying. It's like everyone has a bag to chase. Everyone is just hurrying. So I that was a culture shock, and I got a challenge there, and I'm still working on it, trying to gather my steps. Okay. My other culture shock, guys, is the disco mats, the matatus, the public means when you're commuting. There's some routes there's some routes where they have these big, you know, they call them manyangas or something, yeah. Like I had friends, and I still have some friends who stay in Rongai. That route just has mata. Oh my god, they play so loud music, and they are pimped, and like everyone is just quiet. It's like they can't even tell the driver or the conductor to please reduce. Honestly speaking, one time I tried to tell the conductor it is too loud, and the conductor told me, mind your business, for us we're enjoying the music. They don't care. Let me tell you guys, the matatus, hmm, the music, the disco, and then the what I mean by pimped, they've put those disco lights inside, like, and they're so colorful, and yeah, but the noise. And then on top of that culture shock, guys, it was in Nairobi where like I first saw people make queues to enter into the public transport, like the matatus. Back at home, back in Uganda, I had never, even when I was in Kampala, I was never, oh my God, I don't know, making queues. So one time we were done with our shopping as usual, going to CBD to do our stuff. And then coming to the bus station, we had to get our mats. And we asked one of the guys, they were like, what are all these long queues for? And then the guy told us it's to enter in the mat. Like, it's rush hour, everyone is hurrying to go home. So when you get here, get on the line. I was so shook. Oh my god. And also that I give it up to that. They have the discipline to be in line. Oh. But later on I shared with a certain friend of mine and told me that even back home now in Uganda, they do queues. These people who are going to Kawempe, those going later to Nansana and stuff. Like they do queues when it's rush hour and they have to hurry up and get into them. The back home we call them taxis, here they call them matatus. In Kenya or in Nairobi, when you say a taxi, it means like um back home for us what you call special hires, here they call it taxi. Yeah, like Uber, Bolt, and something. Mhm. So my other culture shock, guys. Hey, robbery. Like, okay, these days you can be attacked. Someone can actually, those guys can come and attack you, and let's say they forcefully take your stuff from you. And to my surprise, people will just be looking at you. They will look at them, and nothing will be done. They will not chase the thief. They will not come to your rescue. And guys, I'm talking this from experience. One of our friends was robbed in that way. Honestly, in town, and people were just looking. And then another experience is one of my friends was robbed like in the matatu, that is the public transport. Okay. And he had his phone in the pocket. So I don't know, he was telling me that when he had his phone in the pocket, he just had people, okay, of course he didn't notice that they were stealing from him. So he just had people say, people laughing and saying, he imeenda, like it has gone. And they had the audacity to just keep quiet and play it off, and they didn't notify him that his phone was going. So now when he was alighting, that is when he was that is when he noticed he had his phone was not there, and then he tried to chase the mat, and people and guys were just laughing at him like through the window. Like, guys, who does that? In Uganda, if you're a thief, even though it is not my thing you're stealing, I will shout, I will scream, I will, I will call the entire village to come and pounce on you. So guys, that is so unfortunate, and it is by the one of my biggest culture shocks till date. I don't know why it's like that. Nairobians, Kenyans, please, we can do better. Let's be our brother's keeper. When you see someone is robbing me, come and do something. Okay. My other my other culture shock, when we go back, guys, to the chaos of town, guys, Kenyan drivers, so chaotic and aggressive. When I just come to Kenya, to Nairobi, I was so scared for my life. Like, dude, I have one life. How can you be driving so aggressively like that in the middle of town? There is traffic, people are moving, people are hustling here and there. You can easily just knock down someone. But we're told, calm down. Kenyans are the best drivers in Africa. They know how to do this thing. Over time, I'm now used knowing that they are driving like that, but they are sober and they know what that. But no, calm down, okay? You can always go and come back and meet clients, and you still make your money. Just tone down the aggressive driving. My other culture shock, guys, is the language blend. Almost everyone, almost honestly speaking, I can't talk to. It is very rare to find a Kenyan who sustains, like, whom you can have a conversation with and they don't mix like English and Swahili. And so it also helped. It was a culture shock, but at the same time, it helped me to also learn the language and have some and pick up some Swahili words. Okay. So and especially when I mean like the blend of English and Swahili, there is that Swahili that is called Sheng. It's like for Gen Zs and what, it's a mixture of different things. Sometimes you don't know what they are talking about. So they just they mix English and Swahili a lot, like, but though Swahili dominates, it's like everywhere. Swahili, Swahili, Swahili. It's like, oh no, when you come to Uganda, yes, we the Luganda is the widely spoken language, but if you find someone who speaks English or what, they can take you through in case directions, in case you want to be directed to somewhere or specific spot, you can get that. Here, I'm sorry, guys, but still, it doesn't dispute the fact that most of them speak English. They do speak English. The thing is, they really blend it with Swahili a lot, and Swahili dominates. Yeah, that is to my experience. Aha, my other culture shock, guys. Hey, back to the matatus. In case you're commuting from point A to point B and you find very many matatus lined up there, hey, these conductors will come. They will want to carry you. Like, they'll just be pulling you. Come this side, come this side, come this side. This one wants to take you into his matatu. This one wants to take you. Someone is holding your bag. Worst case scenario, if you have a bag with you or luggage, oh my god, your head will just be spinning. There is one day, honestly, I was being pulled. My hand on this, my bag. I was, guys, leave me. I know where I'm going. I can enter the mart I want. Oh my god. Hey, Jesus. I'd never experienced that. Like, why are you fighting for clients? Okay? For customers who shall enter and still reach our destination. But they just be pulling every. Oh my god. Yeah. So please drop down a comment if you've experienced that. It's not funny, by the way. It's so frustrating, especially on those bad days where you're so tired. You just need to get to your destination, and everyone is just pulling you. Yeah, and one with one thing that I mentioned in my on my impressions video that was also a culture shock is, guys, the electricity here is just 247. Like, it can rain heavily and still be guaranteed that your electricity is going nowhere. Like, you have your electricity there intact. And yeah, I was so shocked and impressed at the same time. And we were kind of warned about the weather, but I didn't know it was this cold, guys. Even in the house, you're supposed. I'm always wearing like a jumper in the house, or I'm in the blanket. I'm in a duvet. Honestly, I came to know about having fleece blankets when I'm here, because oof, you be in the house, you have your socks on, you're putting on your sweatpants, and you still have a fleece blanket on. So, guys, it is cold. Like, it is cold. Okay, I hope I've shared all my culture shocks. And how would I forget, guys? Let's say the street harassment, on the street, when we're just passing on the street, everyone is hustling and what, so that they're holding, let's say, clothes and what. And then sometimes these business guys, they put on you, like, they will throw a top at you and they'll be like, hey, it fits you, come here, and then they'll be pulling you and pulling. It's not funny, guys, but no. And sometimes you just be walking and they pull you. The same issue that happens to the other side conductors during, like, the public transport, even business people. You can find, let's say, they're selling jeans along the street, like on the street and stuff, and they will be pulling you to come and patronize them. But just let's say maybe you don't have money, or you've already bought somewhere else, or you're not interested that day, and they just can't understand that. It's like they want to give it to you for free, but no. Even the guys who do nails, like on the street, they'll just be pulling you, pulling, like, I know where I'm going, I have seen you, and in case I want to patronize you, I'll really do that. Yeah. And another culture shock, guys, that I would like to share with you. Here in Nairobi, mostly when they say tea, me till now I just don't understand it. When they say tea, they are referring to milk. Okay, they're like, oh, we're gonna have tea, or you go in a restaurant and you order for tea, and they'll bring you milk, and I'm like, so here, black tea, rather, they will call it strong tea. Like, where does strong come from, guys? Please, educate me down below. Where does? So for us back home, tea is a general word. It's a general word for all the teas that you know, and that is what I know. At least I think that is what my kindergarten teacher taught me. So now, if I want specific tea, I'll say I want milk tea. I want black tea. I want lemon tea, ginger tea, green tea, stuff like that. But like in Kenya, like, let's say it is the assumption. They just assume that when you just say tea, milk. Now for me, who is how is it called? Who is lactose intolerant? I'll be like, oh, like what? Anyway, so yeah, here when you say tea, it is milk. But for us home, we specify, if it is milk, say milk. Coffee, say coffee. Black tea. Lemon tea, ginger tea, all that. Okay. Yeah. And guys, the cost of living, the cost of living could save our souls. Yeah, that first says it. Like, you just get a very small bed sitter room apartment. It goes like for 10,000, 12,000, even 15,000, depending on the location. Just a bed sitter. A bed sitter means a single room. And if I convert that to our money, our Ugandan shillings. So I used to have that problem when I just come here by converting almost everything. But One of our friends says, Nami, if you keep on converting, you will not buy anything. You will not enjoy anything. So right now, I'm used. So guys, anyway, those were the culture shocks that I had when I had just come to Nairobi. And if you love to see more about Kenya, about Nairobi, please just drop down a comment down below. Please give me a big thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. But then follow me on Instagram. It's Nami1. It's Nami1 underscore. It's Nami. Follow me on Instagram. I love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye.